The sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like...
Hello beautiful, this is Angie and welcome back. So for our 10th year anniversary, we are taking a travel back in time. We are going for a rail trip on a vintage train car to a museum in a town called Jasper. Okay, so come and join us. This is where we're going, guys. We're going for a train ride.
Must wear masks and social distance while boarding and including on the platform and on board the train. Please proceed to the gate for boarding. Have your boarding passes and ready. You must disinfect your hands before entering the train. We ask passengers that are traveling through to McBride, Prince George and Prince Rupert. This is free boarding for passengers that are traveling through with us to McBride, Prince George and Smithers, and in between.
It looks like a plane inside, but there's a lot of room for you to move. Look, they even have a footrest. Whoa! But you know what? My legs are so short for that one. Look!
Those of you traveling to Prince George, I know I have a few of you here today. I'll be traveling with you all the way to Prince George. Got a big group heading off at Jasper today. Fur trader explorer in the 1860s. 1862 is as far back as I can get to a name. However, before Jasper became known as a national park, it was known as Jasper National Forest. And one of the wardens inside Jasper National Forest happened to have the last name of Robson. And concurrently at the same time, the Premier of British Columbia, this is the early 20th century, early 1900s, his last name, the Premier's, was Robson as well. So with all these Robsons around, Robertson kind of got left behind, and today we now know it as Mount Robson. So that's how we believe it got its name. So coming up next now is going to be the Rocky Mountain Trench. That's the longest trench in the world. It starts in Montana and it goes all the way up to Alaska. Once we get through the trench, you're going to have the Caribou Mountains on the left side and then the Rockies on the right. place called Tejon, and that's named after Yellowhead. So he was an actual person. He was a Métis Iroquois fur trader. And because he was Métis, he was able to converse with some of the locals. So he was the first one to show the Europeans how to get through the Rocky Mountains. This is the Yellowhead Pass that we're going through currently. So he, in 1832, showed the first Europeans how to get through. They were French. So because he was Métis, he had blonde hair, and the French named him Tejon. So when you translate that into English, it becomes Yellowhead. So he was just his own fur trader. He had his own cache of furs up at Tejon. The locals call it Tejon. But in 1911, the Fraser had a big flood, and where he kept his furs is no longer there. So there's no way for us to commemorate the area or him directly, because that place doesn't exist anymore. But they named the community, the pass, the highway, and the lake all after him. He eventually became a member or a member employee of the Hudson Bay Company, but he continued to collect his own furs at the same time. But he was the one that showed the Europeans how to get through the Rocky Mountains, so that's why we named the pass after him. Yeah, but don't feel bad. Like I say, generally we only see it about 12 times a year anyway.
So that's why you buy a postcard.
Okay.
The dog's right there.
Used to be warm.
Welcome to Dunster, everyone. Just be careful coming down this way. Did you bring that back?
We got everything.
This lovely lady lost her glasses.
Never found the glasses?
No, so I'm not sure what the hours of the station are, but I've asked them to phone or check in with them in case they found them there.
Thank you very much for your
Thank you.
Welcome,
We'll meet
you guys.
inside the museum here,
Thank
guys.
you so much.
So there.
It's dry there.
It's raining.
Go to visit the museum, it's one of the first, just 3 stations in Canada. They are the same site when they build the original. So that's why it's important. And it's free and welcome.
Is this weaving?
Yeah, that's a weaving one.
Oh, we have this kind back home too.
Is that where you get the disc? I'd like to go across that bridge. Full trestle.
Scary.
Yeah, just a bit, eh? Oh yeah, well, how'd you let you go across Canada on this? That's why you take, oh, here.
This is Sundog Tours. This is Dunster train station. It was opened in 1913. The town and station was named by a railway inspector after his hometown of Dunster in England. We are on Dunster's Flower Bridge. Our tour guide will give you a quick story on how this bridge painted with flowers.
Department of Highways in British Columbia, when they painted these flowers on, came here and they painted all of this light blue in color. The people were furious. They demanded a meeting with the supervisors. So 3 supervisors came in 3 different cars, and of course, or trucks, I should say. You know those trucks are white in color, eh? So while they had their meeting up here at the community club hall, other members of the community painted flowers on those trucks while they were inside. And they said, you can't do that, that's willful damage. And they said, you can't take our flowers off the bridge because that is willful damage under the code. We'll have you arrested and charged. So at the end of the meeting, it all worked out pretty good because they agreed that they could paint their flowers back on.
Another stop over here at the Rear Guard Falls, wherein we are so excited to see the salmon because this is the late summer and they're saying that this is the best time to see those salmon. Oh my gosh, guys, it's raining. Oh, there you go. It was just unfortunate because it's raining that day. This is Mount Robson in British Columbia. It has 3,959 meters or 12,989 feet. This is the highest peak in the Canadian Rockies. It has its own ecosystem, and they're saying if you're that lucky, you can only see the mountain 12 times a year. So I guess we need to take another trip. We need to stop and get some souvenir for Ashley. It's still raining.
Find some goat poop. Hey honey, you want to charge?
I'm good, thanks. Electric.
From the village here, and a little bit south and a little bit east, can you actually see the old man in the mountain? And so he's laying there on his back, and it's an Indian chief. They've claimed it as sacred ground, like they did the Spirit Island. He's laying there on his back, looking up at the cosmos above. So you can see his chin, you can see his lips, his nose, his eyes, his forehead, and when it snows a little bit, you can see his feather hat. He's right up on top of the mountains there. You haven't seen him before? I can't show him to you now, but...
That is the end of our adventure for today. So we need to go back to our hotel to freshen up, and then we'll go for our supper. Let's go, guys. I'll show you our accommodation for tonight. Guys, here's the washroom. Pagod ang lola nyo at gutom, so we need to find a restaurant so I can get back my energy. I am so tired. Okay. Ginagamit lang ni Nili yung washroom. And then we're heading out again. So here's our washroom, guys. We have a tub. We're gonna use that later. Hi. And utility power. We have a shower right there. And that's it. Thank you. Tapos lang namin kumain, guys, at napakalamig. So kinuha ko ang jacket ni Neil. Wow, my gosh! So, nalalapit na naman ang winter time. Good morning, guys. So for today we are supposed to be doing the open type jeep touring around Jasper, but since it's raining we might change our plan. So, but for now, we are going for breakfast. Okay, meal is ready. So, see you guys later. Unfortunately, we need to cancel our tour because of the weather. We are just having water for breakfast, guys.
That's why Andrew's so small.
Yeah.
You gotta put Miracle Grow in it. You gotta do it right. It's gotta have 3 cream, 2 sugar. She didn't think I remembered. Keeps calling me old guy. I like the elephant, I don't forget. I got a long memory. Sometimes it's short, but it's still there. There you go, dear. There's your,
Oh, thanks.
there you go. Happy anniversary. Don't say I don't do this for you. Well, it all started over coffee, so why not?
Oh, yeah, that's right, too. Not over coffee.
Yes, it did. You were working at Tim Hortons, and that's where I met you.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it did. It started over coffee. Pretty coffee server, not funny.
Too strong for that coffee. Too strong.
All this jam.
Alright, guys, so we'll see which one is better. The one I made or this one?
The peanut butter or the jam? Which one's better? You know what? They're friends. They go together.
Oh, what a dingbat.
The video we're looking at right now are 3 cow elk. This is just behind our hotel in Jasper. I noticed some people looking at a big bull elk. He's got about 9 points. Now we're looking at something, I'm not sure what. Oh, you see the big bull, honey?
No.
And the one has a tag around its neck.
The big bow is right there.
Okay,
Careful where you're going. Over there. Right there.
we're just pulling
Okay,
ahead.
you're done with this one.
Huh?
You're good with this. Stop right there.
And there's the big boy.
Feeling so proud.
She's shaking water out. And that's a beautiful shot of a big bull elk. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
It's
7,
looking this way.
8 points. And he's actually posing for us. So nice of him. And when they bugle, it's unreal. And you want to stay a long way away from those things. He's between 12 and 1,500 pounds.
Hi guys, so we are heading home now. It's raining here in Jasper.
When there's no more hope is left in me, I can see what comes my way, and I'm always lost. There's nowhere else to go. All I do is fall. Feels like I can make it more than I could bear. Giving up is all that I can surrender to you. Take me